All right, guys. Move this microphone out of the way a little bit, and we're going to get the powder coating. Let me get some lights on. So I've already started preheating the oven a little bit. We're going to start with the chartreuse yellow today. And I'm going to do some of the blaze orange as well. If you tuned into an earlier video, we had did the white. And I might get into some of the chartreuse green, just depending on how it goes. I've got a bunch of them up here. Still a little hard to see, but got those preheating a little bit, and then we'll get to going on these. Like I've mentioned before, you always want to let your powder get good and up to temperature. That's what I'm waiting on now. Well, let's go with the blaze orange first. I didn't do very many of the blaze orange in the last few videos. Went out today out to the Deer Point area, saw a lot of bait running, but didn't quite get into anything. Caught a few things, but nothing worth putting a video about. Trying to see. I can see what she's freaking out about. All right, she's over there yelling at the neighbors. So anyway, we're just waiting on these to heat up, and then, like I said, we're going to get into doing the actual powder coating here in just a second. All right, there we go. I had to get the chat up, so normally I would be doing one of my affiliate videos on Sunday, but I've been trying to get out and get a little bit more fishing done and trying to get some stuff recorded on those videos. So didn't quite get out and get a affiliate video shot this week, but we'll get something up before Thursday's video, I'm sure. Make sure you get the powder really covered on everything. This is the blaze orange. And something else that I've started doing is I have a channel on the Amazon as well, on the Amazon influencer thing. So I also have that link in my channel description with all the other links, so you can go over there and check out the Amazon page. Soon we will have these jigs on Amazon as well. I've got the store set up. I'm just waiting on finalizing a few documents. And once that is complete, we will have these Bo Peep jigs online for sale as well. This is our chartreuse yellow that we're putting on here. It seems to be a big favorite of everybody. In talks with my brother, we have discussions about doing some pink jigs as well. So I'll get that powder in probably on our next order. Something I'm going to do on these white ones that I've already had done, I'm going to two-tone these things. And all I did on that is I let these stir out, and then I went ahead. Well, that one's not going to be two-toned. That one is just going to be straight chartreuse green. That's all right. Let those get back up to temperature. Sorry about that. Back up. So once these get good enough to temperature, I will pull those out and we can see how that two-tone looks on that jig head as well. And like I mentioned before, we're selling these jig heads in stores. I've got them listed online. They're also going to be available on Amazon. So if you want these Bo Peep sweeper style jigs and you want to get them from us, you should be able to find just about any way to be able to get a hold to them. Let those bake just a little bit more and then we'll be ready to go. What she keeps barking at. If y'all can hear her out there, that's what she considers a bark anyway. It's not much of one. That's that blaze orange. So give me just a second. Oh, my goodness. This is the chartreuse yellow. So the next ones we'll pull out of there are the white ones that I was playing around with a little bit and put the green on there as a two-tone, other than the one that I dropped in there completely. So you can see that. Got the green chartreuse and then the white on the back. Just playing around a little bit. Doing that two-tone look. Then the one that I accidentally dropped in there completely is supposed to be two-tone, but it's just a solid color now. So what we'll do is we'll get another set of these off the rack, and we'll get those start heating up. And I've mentioned this in other videos. The reason why I use the toaster oven is simply because I can do a lot at one time. So, but I do kind of like that two-tone look. When it's sitting on the bottom, it's going to be sitting up like that. Next set, we'll do a set of green and a set of the blaze orange. I haven't been doing too many of the blaze orange, so we'll do one or two sets of those as well. We're getting closer to the fishing tournament. Pretty excited about that. Should start getting in some of the prizes and stuff from the affiliate soon, so we'll know what we'll have to hand out for the youth prizes. It takes a good little while on this first little setup to get the temperature up. So we're in a waiting game right now. Don't want to rush putting the powder on too quickly because I've mentioned before it won't stick, and then you've got to stick it back in the oven and just start over anyway. So saw lots of bait fish down at Deer Point today, though. It's gonna be getting good there real soon with everything that's in the water. We went all the way from the St. Andrews Marina, the downtown marina, and went down Beach Drive. Everything. If you're local, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, it's very localized talk. But went everywhere chasing to see what was going on, and the temperature had dropped in the last couple of days, so I think it kind of threw things off. It's this time of year until we finally get the temperature to go ahead and settle in and stay warm. We're going to keep bouncing back and forth like this. Yeah, so that temperature is right there. You can see that chartreuse green looks good on there. Next one, I'm gonna again play around a little bit. It's already white. I'm gonna put a little bit of this blaze orange on there. So you can see that. That temperature get back up on that a little bit. One more in there. We always do a set of 4 on each color and on each size. So see, my temperature wasn't up there right, and you can see the powder didn't stick. Soon, my brother, the other half of the Bo Peep jig making team, is going to have his stuff in, and I'm hoping we can do a video when he starts making his jigs over in his location. I'm hoping we can team up and do a video and show both of us making these things at the same time. He's waiting on his supply to come in this week. I got everything ordered. He's already got the mold. He's got the burner, and he's got lead, just waiting on hooks. Was always fluffing up the powder. I know I mentioned that a lot, but very important. Temperature and your powder being fluffed up are 2 of the kind of most important things. And I always do these powders. If I was doing every one of them twice, but then I got to noticing there's only certain times, like maybe temperature wasn't quite right, or like the blaze orange. The blaze orange, for some reason, it really seems to to like to have it applied twice. Everything else doesn't seem to be all that necessary. Temperature still down on that one. I've got my screen up there and it's just a little bit behind. It's a few seconds behind. It throws me off every now and then when I look up there. It's playing around a little bit. Play around with that a little bit more and put some of this chartreuse green on that white one that's got the orange on it already. I gave a few sets of these away today too. If I'm ever out fishing at a location, I try to hand out a pack if I see someone. Try to get people flinging these jigs a little bit and trying them out. So if you can see there, I've got, sorry about that, all three of our colors on that jig. So when it's sitting up off the bottom, if it ever was to be used, I mean, again, I'm just playing around with this powder coat a little bit. On that, trying to show you that this stuff is real easy to work with. And it's also, if, again, you go over to the Southern Tide Chasers Amazon page. I don't want to keep on page. You can check out the Protect powder on there as well. See that it's got real nice shine to it. Real good looking color. Let those cool down a bit. And that's going to be the extent of our powder coating for the night. I just wanted to jump out here and get a little bit of some jigs done. I am also waiting on lead and some hooks right now. That's why, like I said, I wanted to get out here, just get a little bit done. Always got to just keep doing a little bit, make sure I don't get behind on anything. And Sunday, wanted to make a video. Always got to keep the videos coming. So, hope y'all enjoyed watching this, and we'll see you next time.